You're using me for the money. You're using me for the. Which money do you even have?
Only been a few hours, but it felt like days.
La,
Only
la,
been
la,
days,
la,
but it
la.
felt like months.
I'm not trying out your menu. I'm here for coconut rice, and coconut rice I shall get.
Move fast and you do what you want. At this time,
Okay, this is really nice.
hope you do what you want.
Louis, welcome to a new vlog. Welcome to a new vlog. So crazy.
Hey.
If you don't make time for your hobbies and cool things you want to do, you probably won't be able to do them, and your excuse is going to be, I have work, I have this, I have that. So what have I done? You may ask. Thank you very much for that question. Before I tell you what I'm about to do, I'm going to tell you what I'm doing consciously to ensure that I have been able to read. I read at least 30 minutes a day, at least. So it means that I am reading different books and I'm giving myself 30 minutes to read those books every day. And any other thing that comes up, currently taking a course. So all of these things are the things I need to be doing post work time. And how am I making sure I do these things, you may ask? So I have an alarm system working for me, and it starts by 8. 8 says read 101 things I learned in product school. It's a book. I pick up that book and I read. 8:30, I read another book called Am I Being Fooled? I don't know if you guys can see. By 9, I pick up another book and journal. By 9:30, I read a fiction book. And by 10, I take my course. This is how I schedule 2 hours of my time post-work so that I can be productive and at the same time have time for myself, have time for personal and self-development, and have time to meet my reading goals, because I don't have any other time apart from my 24 hours. Second way I do it is every time I'm going to maybe make a meal, use the restroom, wash my hands, I will take a book with me. I either take my book or I take my Kindle. If I know I'm going to go and do something that relates to water, I probably just take my Kindle because it's water resistant. These are the 2 ways I know that's effective for me and has worked for me. So today I am picking up my design book called 101 Thing I Learned in Product Design School. And I think this book is such a good book because it's very, very, very straight to the point and simple. And I'll be reading that today. Book number 2, Am I Being Fooled? FAQs about God, the Bible, and Jesus Christ. So I think this is such a good book, first and foremost, because these questions are hard questions that people may or may not know the answer to. And this is a book that justifies and answers every sort of question that you as a young Christian or a young believer may have. So I would recommend that you buy this book. I can share excerpts if you want me to. But Am I Being Fooled is such a solid book. I literally am in chapter 1. By the way, shout out to my friend Jess for getting me this book on Sunday. Thank you so much. On chapter 1. And chapter 1 is asking, is there a God? And the regular asks, yes, there's God. Simple finish. Goes on to explain why there is a God, why our environment speaks to there being a God, how the earth speaks to reasons why there's going to be a God, and points to explanation on why the cosmic, or whatever they call it, the cosmic events do not pass for the explanation of creation. It also gives reasons why the evolution theory is not giving enough evidence or does not provide enough evidence to say that there's a God. It goes on to talk about how our world, the world that we currently live in, is proof enough that there's God. And it was towards the final part of the chapter that you get to see scripture-based proof that there's God. One of the things that the writer said in this book is the rice and beans / bread and butter type of answer. When someone says, is there God? You just say, yes, there's God. And then the next thing that they do is start citing Bible for you. It's ironic because the person doesn't even necessarily believe in the Bible. So you quoting the Bible may be weird because the person doesn't even believe that can be a source of truth. So what the writer did was went through every other path and then concluded with the Bible. So if you don't believe in the Bible, no problem. I'll point to you why other things around you speaks to the fact that there is a God. And chapter 2 talks about, is the Bible true? That's the title of chapter 2. And basically, the chapter just walks us through by evidence why the Bible is true. And there are three ways to know if the Bible was true, or is true rather. There are three principles essentially. So it's basically saying that Josh McDowell's, one of the researchers, right, have said that there are three ways or basic principles for studying written history. So how can you verify all the old books that you have written that is true, right? All this Aristotle, how can you verify that these books or philosophers, whatever they've written in the past, all their sayings, how can we actually verify that this person said it or those things are true? He goes on to mention three ways or principles to be able to test those things. The first one is the bibliographical test, second one is the internal evidence, and third is the external evidence. The bibliographical test speaks to two things. One is how many manuscripts are available and what are the contents of these manuscripts. The second one is how short is the interval between when the manuscript was presented and when the original document was written. These are the two questions that a bibliographical test will speak to. So if you're able to answer these two questions, you can then be able to test and see that this in fact is a legit and authentic book or legit and authentic saying or whatever. And the now question that follows is, does the Bible pass the bibliographical test? That's the next thing. The writer goes on to say, you know what? Let's see if it passes. Like, it doesn't say yes, it passes. Like, it proves that it passes. It goes on to explain it. So one of the cues for us to know that, as a reader, one of the cues for you to know that you're getting to a point where the writer is going down to facts, not just facts, but researches dating down to, 1947, dating down to 250 BC, dating down to 50 AD. The caveat is, now let's go up a grammar hill. Just so you know, you're preparing your brain and your mind for it to be able to know that you're about to read things that are very, very, very ancient. It doesn't stop there. It goes on to spot out people that have in the past talked about the New Testament or the Old Testament. They also have talked about some professors that have said something in the past that people would obviously listen to. An example of this professor is Professor John Warwick Montgomery. The one professor that states to be skeptical of the resultant test of the New Testament books is to allow all of classical antiquity to slip into obscurity. For no documents of the ancient period are as well attested bibliographical as the New Testament. So what does this mean essentially? We're trying to say that anyone who does not believe that the New Testament books are authentic or genuine is suggesting that no other ancient literature is genuine, because no other ancient literature passes the bibliographical test as well as the New Testament. Of course, documents as old as the New Old Testament have less recent surviving manuscripts because of how far back the events were. Yet, a fragment of the priestly blessing in Numbers 6:24-27 was found engraved on a silver amulet that was at the time 2,600 years old. Again, just not recently, but recently in 1947, the Dead Scroll were found in Qumran Cave. They consisted of 800 scrolls, which each contained portions of every book of the Old Testament except the book of Esther. And these scrolls dated as far back as 250 BC before Christ to 50 AD, that's after Christ's death. It goes on to also talk about the entire scroll of Isaiah, where it was found. And bro, all I did is tell you that if you're ever thinking that there's no God, is the Bible true? Why can't we trust the Bible? Is the Bible trustworthy? This book would actually answer all of these questions for you. And I like the fact that the book is not just coming from a Bible perspective only. It's coming from history, scientists, researchers. He also talks about books that are not included in the Bible. Christians don't like talking about those things. I'm going on to my next challenge for the night. I need to journal, and the journal is not like it's not a regular ass journal. It's the type of journal that you have to actually, there are prompts given and you have to write. It's so brain, but yeah, I will go do that. Then I think by 9, okay, this is 9, so by 9:30, I'll pick up my fiction book, and by 10, I will go and do my course. Good morning. This dog is funny. Does a lot of theatrics. I hope everybody's well. I hope you're fine. Today, I came across an article by Lulu. I think you guys check her out. First of all, she's my friend, but not just my friend. She's such a brilliant person, and she's a creative person, and she finds expression of her creativity in different forms. She does YouTube, she writes on Substack, she does podcasts, and I genuinely adore her. And I was reading an article that she put out about the act of romanticizing your life. And right off the bat, you would think, here we go again. Ugh, romanticizing your life, get shut up. But she takes a different turn and talks about romanticizing your life doesn't even have to be you buying the fanciest mug or the cutest things, not adding things to your life, but it's actually taking what you currently have and making something out of it. And it just makes so much sense because I've been caught up in that whole romanticizing your life, but my own translation was, I need to get more cute things. I need to make things look more color coordinated. I need my pantry to look in a certain way. I need my cutlery and my glassware to look in a certain way. All of that is cute. But guess what? At the depth and at the essence of it, you're not romanticizing your life. You're just acquiring more things. One of the examples that she gave in romanticizing your life is taking extra time to make coffee or your tea. And that's what I'm doing this morning. And I'm slowing down to do it. I'm not slowing down like slow mo. No, but like being in the moment and not thinking of the next thing. So I'm going to make ginger tea this morning. The clip of me making this coffee has been wiped from my SD card, so I don't know. But I bought these coffee grounds. This is from Cloudy African Coffee, the best of Africa, freshly roasted. Ethiopia. I think I've seen Ethiopia and I've seen Nigeria. And I talked about how this seed is like one of the most brilliant designs I've probably seen in my life. There's so many designs I've seen in my life, but like not just the color, but like the user experience of this seal. I think it's such a brilliant thing. But I did not realize that this was not instant coffee like Nescafe. And you can't just put it in water and to dissolve. You have to actually buy like a coffee thingy, either a French toast, a coffee maker or whatnot. So I just wanted to mention this so that I will remember to buy it. You don't want to make Lipton black tea or I want a little mango. I can just do lemon ginger and turmeric. Quick to a paycheck, running back to the strip club. I'm never going back. No, you guys remember that I said my kettle broke, so I'm using pots now to boil water, and I genuinely don't even have any words. It works, so till next time. So this tea is brewing. People always say brew your tea, so ladies and gentlemen, brew your tea. Don't drink it instantly because the tea hasn't been immersed enough for you to drink it. One conversation that people are not having that I think that I want to be the pioneer of the conversation, and it's the fact that people talk about buy Nigeria. But do you guys know that this YAB honey is a Nigerian product? And it's so good. But the other honeys, maybe you see Oluwoye honey factory. Why is it not like this? Why? Those ones are so dense. I don't even know how to explain it. The honey I buy is usually YAB because it's a Nigerian product, right? And I also buy Real. I don't know if it's a Nigerian product. It's a honey product as well. Honey in Nigeria is not as light as this YAB. It's not as light as YAB at all. I feel like YAB is the one that is setting the standards for Nigerian honey because all the Nigerian honey that I've probably bought and seen in the supermarket are always very thick and they have a very different color, a strange color. Nice. When I was stretching my hair today, I burnt my scalp and I didn't want to think about the damage it had caused. I'm just going to be in denial. This is Pinky. Pinky is my work buddy. Whatever and then some, you gon' make me think to work again. Ooh, and today they yesterday. Ooh, I just take it day by day. Ooh, never hearing what they say. Ooh, I just Let the day begin. I'm ready to go. Backpacks. So I forgot my charger at home and my phone is very low. So I need to get a charger. Now, wow. You guys use money points?
Yes.
You guys collect transfers?
Yes.
The banking system in this country is so shy. Because tell me why I've been there for how many minutes now trying to make a transfer and it didn't go. It didn't even go. I had to call my friend to help me send this money. Probably she was think that I'm using her for money. Thank God she's not a man. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Because that's how men will say, yeah, you're using me for the money. You're using me for the... Which money do you even have? Which money do you even have that they're using you for the money? Which money do you have? Oh my God. Top memory. Core memory unlocked. Core. I don't even know what to say. The chorus of the chorus memory. I just go back. And I'm tired. Very tired. But I am. Yeah, I have to eat, then I take my bath. I didn't even remember that I was recording, so I didn't even bother bringing up my camera. But I stopped at today's booker. I think it has become a routine for me to stop at today's booker and get a meal. It's just like a separate routine of mine that I really like. I go and get tea, Arabian tea, which I just say is one of the best in town, and then I order coconut rice every single time. I'm not trying out your menu. I'm here for coconut rice, and coconut rice I shall get. I have shown you guys this game. I will play this game forever. Good night, guys. Today we are heading to a condo for their tie and dye thingy, Jess and I. And then I'm heading to get my nails sorted out. This is, I think it's about 1 month now, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, almost 4 weeks. This is broken, so I need to fix it because I don't even want it to damage my nail. This is out. Let's go sort out my nails.
Five, four.
54
0, 0.
00. Bye. See you next month. Nice nails. I think I'm always happy when I get my nails done. So we're heading to a condo now. Just has been waiting for me, so she decided to go back and stuff. We're supposed to go together, but apparently my nails took longer than I expected. Oh, look at the mirror. So I just figured that she can just go there instead. I'll catch you guys at a condo. Bye.
The good part is the sun sets later these days. If not, it would have been a bit awkward.
Oh, it's true.
That as it's getting dark. So you can see a few designs that have been done already.
Yep.
Yeah.
So for this effect, we're just going to do like a crumple situation.
Okay.
And
So
then
how do I get color palette?
no, we can mix it. It's the colors that we
Okay.
have. Then there's the foldy shibori one.
Mm-hmm.
So you fold it this way, and then you kind of like dip it in dye. So that's how you get that like lined. You get that lined effect.
Oh,
yes, exactly. So there's that one, and then we also have the spiral, which is basically what you see on
This is regular.
picture.
This is
Yes,
regular.
This is just your regular when you just like, you turn it like this and then you put dyes on
is the
it.
regular
Yes.
one.
So it depends on what style you would want to do. Then there's the ombre as well. He also tried to do the ombre where you tie at different sections, then you add different colors, then you get like different effects. So that's the color you're seeing here as well. Yeah, so you have those options: the spiral, the line one, the
Dip.
shibori, or the
Crumple,
crumpled up.
crumple,
Yes,
crumple.
I think I'm going to do this one.
that one, right?
Let's
Okay,
do crumple.
crumpled. Okay, that's perfect then. Look at you.
From around my way. Ever try to hold back your feelings? But it just wouldn't say. But when I finally found the words to say, I wanted to run away. Simply run away. Can try to run and hide, make a difference. Can't lie to yourself. It hurts when it comes
I feel like because I've worked with it too many times, I know exactly what it is. Purple will give you blue before it gives you purple.
Yeah.
Okay.
So should I do both sides?
Yes, I feel like you should do both sides just to secure it because I don't want the fabric to.
Orange.
So if you can just shift it to the edges a little bit. So which colors did you decide?
I know you want to do what Jess is doing. Like orange, I can see orange, I can see red, I can see green. I think I like this. Okay.
So because of you're doing a two-sided thing, you can only take two colors. Yes.
So red and blue.
Red and blue. All right, so that's perfect then. All right.
Yeah, this is my right hand. This is my right hand.
Yes, Winifred, that's your right hand.
I still don't know left and right.
Thank you. I'm not weak. I have to
I
do
look
like
like a robot.
I'm like this. When someone say, "Oh, take your left," my mom say, "Take your left." I'm just like, "Okay, my left,
Where?
my left."
All right, so take that in your right hand. Yes, and it. Go just gradually. Yes. So go in now. Yes. So press a little bit. So you want to kind of like stay
Up to the
before,
rubber
yeah,
band.
the rubber band. Yeah, exactly. So just keep pressing. Yeah, add a little bit. Let me see. Yeah, keep going.
Keep going, precious. Keep
So you can
going.
even leave it in there to just sit for a second, so long as it doesn't follow. All right. So let me
See
get
my
the other
guys.
color next, which is red, right? You said red.
Yeah, blue and red. 2 fingers and in one. That's why this is shaking.
Open it out now. Why is this guy like this? Cause like, is the finger dislocated? Why is he doing like that?
Wait, I have to open it again.
Y'all to blame for what we could have been, cause look at what we are.
What do you mean?
Your friends are scared to tell you you went
Yeah,
too
actually like the
far.
whole mixed thing with the red and the
Funny
orange
that it's
thing.
always been all about you from the start.
What's he talking
I
about?
met someone who last night and we kicked it, and I'm going back there tonight. You know what's on my mind this time.
Hi guys, so in case Winifred did not let you know, we went to a tie and dye thingy. Which, oh, you have? Okay, bye guys.
Okay. What's the something for recording? I don't know, so I can see your people's reaction. Okay. Obviously this is K's on. Obviously this is T's on. Oh my god, that's true! I mixed it up. Okay. My spinal chest. Oh my god. You really mean those? Okay. May I believe it though?
'cause you know what's on my mind.
That looks like a journal. Doesn't look like a journal. Unfortunately, I've not like different colors.
Oh my god!
Guess who gave me full size?
Who?
Mommy.
I see. Question. Hey! No, the question was very stupid.
What did you say?
Because you're like, I was like, no.